Hey, how are we? How long's the workout? The workout is an hour, basically. So yeah. How's everybody doing? Actually, it's not an hour. It's 59 minutes and 59 seconds. Oh, it's freezing. Oh. I hope everyone's had a little spin already, a little warm up, because it's about to get tasty ASAP. In fact, I might actually switch my fan off. Just for the first part. Yeah, so there's echo. How's everybody else's sound? How's it coming through? Anyway, I was going to say a couple of things. This workout is probably going to be slower than what the race will actually be. So we won't be able to... so you know, the intervals are laid out to match the course. But given the way that a group ride or group workout works on Zwift, we will all be kept together. So we may not actually, like... Do you know what I mean? We may not do the climb that the interval represents, for example. So it's going to throw us off a little bit, I think, when we start going down the descent, and we'll be pressing really hard. But you'll get the idea. You'll get the idea. I'm really excited for this. I'm actually really excited for it. Good little test. And should be good for all of us. People who are racing on Tuesday, the people who are new to this type of Zwift racing, and you want to find out like what to expect, you know, what the efforts are. And the important thing to remember is that the workout is adjustable. So if you want to drop intensity, you can on the left hand side below the intervals. You can reduce the percentage, but also. This workout hopefully won't be like a total, like, you know, really hard pedal to the metal workout, in a sense that you'll still be able to ride tomorrow if, you know, you plan to ride. So so you won't have to. Hopefully you can still fit things in and not need to modify things too much. I'm not lowering my FTP yet. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go through the first. I'm gonna go through the first lap of workout and see what it's like, and then yeah, I feel the same way, Kelvin. I feel the same way. I feel like I'm on a huge incline. Yeah, I'm pedaling backwards, yeah. That's one way to keep the legs moving. Back pedal, isn't it? By the way, guys, Scott's having difficulty connecting his turbo, so if any of you are following him on Com Rides, you can go and troubleshoot it in the next 5 minutes if you have a chance. Funny, I can't turn off erg mode on my companion app. I might be able to do it on the screen. Ah, yes, I can. Weird how I can't do it on the companion app. Oh, it's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. I'm going to get the chat up so I can read all your comments. Although I don't think I'm going to be doing much breathing during this one. First structured workout since Christmas. Oh, you chose the good one, Howard. Yeah, the body's feeling good after COVID, yeah. Yeah, body's feeling good. No problem. No problem. Actually, I don't know if I do want the chat up because I won't be able to see what's coming. Look good in BRT kit. Shh. Yeah, well done for those who troubleshooted the erg mode in the pens. Yeah, like I said, don't worry. The intensity can be turned down on the left hand side. So if you start to feel like, I give you a little bit of warning ahead of the interval that I think is going to hurt the most, and it's the 1 minute, effort, which is coming up like actually quite quickly. That goes straight into a 30-second effort, goes straight into another effort, and then you get a really long sustained effort. That's probably going to be, mentally, that's going to be your hardest part. But you are going to feel like you're struggling there. So, when's the hot route, Bella? On Monday. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining. Bryn. So, I'm nervous and I'm excited at the same time. I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna go down. I doubt there's actually going to be a lot of talking. Paul, looking forward to Tuesday. Nice bell up. Sounds like if I complete this workout after this morning, it's going to be pretty impressive. For those of you that don't know, by the way, I rode 160k this morning. 4 hours on Zwift, so I'm hoping the legs hold out. Okie dokes. 31 seconds. TSS was like, yeah, 150. Alright. EDMODE is on. Although we'll see. We'll see if it likes to. Let's go. And we're off. Our graph's gonna get real real colourful soon. The descent kind of matches up. This is where it's the calm before the storm. And reduce power one more. This is where we're getting the breaths in, because it's going to get real spicy real quick. I'm not going to be laughing in a couple of minutes. Here we go. Halfway through this interval. It's biting already. There's our climb. Okay, regroup. Give yourself as much breather as you need here. That's just a primer. But in theory, that would take us over the top here and down in the race, that effort. And then this effort would actually be coming on the next climb. But we're working with what we've been given. Let's go. It's gonna get easier. Good job. Hey, this is what the race is going to be like. If it's going to be raced hard. Nice little rest coming up. Keep it going. Nice bit of over-unders coming up. Over-unders literally littered in our races. If you want to, during these lower intensity periods, bring your cadence down a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier. And you got to learn now to make the most of such a short recovery period, because in the race we'll be doing these short recoveries on the descent and they'll just fly by. So the next block is coming up. It's pretty steady, but we've got some spikes in it. Yeah, the fifth over and under is going to be absolutely grim. So this is a period where you're going to settle in, and this is, in theory, we'll get to the bottom of this descent, and this is where this part of the race would technically start, these efforts, up until the next climb. Those of you will know the next climb is that really fast straight downhill when we usually do the UCI course the right way around. Is going to be probably one of the harder climbs on the course. So that's why we're going into 1.5 minutes of that, and then 45 seconds to make a split over the top. Cadence doesn't really matter here, by the way, guys and girls. You do what feels suits you. Good job, group. There's a front group and there's a second group. There's quite a few of you. Awesome. My FTP right now is actually my FTP. So 310 or 309. So I am on schedule at the minute. Your heart rate might be doing something different, but mine is stabilizing and ever so slightly drifting with these efforts. They're not ridiculously hard. For the most part, you'd be riding zone 3 and surging, so you're just getting a nice mix of effort. Robin says his heart rate's stabilising because he can't go any higher. You got it, Robin. Right, I'm gonna have a quick drink now. Already 10 minutes in. I'd say once we finish this next interval, that's going to be the hardest block done for the first lap. This will be the hardest part of the race. That bit we've just done will be a shock to the system, and so will the next climb. So here we go. There is no rest after this one. It's straight into the next set. Here we go, it's only a small drop, so it's going to get tough now. If you're on erg mode, just keep the power, well, the power will be kept for you, but to keep the cadence up where you feel comfortable. There's plenty of rest coming, Robin. I'm at around 85 to 90 RPM. Here we go. Get ready for it. 45 seconds. And then we're into a sustained tempo block. It'll hurt at the beginning, but you slowly settle down. Only 45 seconds. Easy. Here we go. The steady block's coming up, we're nearly there. Once you get through this banner, keep pedaling, keep pedaling. 2:45 is doable. That's what I'm sat at. You can still do it, you can still do it. You just gotta stay with it for a couple of minutes. It's a big block, 10 minutes. Stay with it and eventually the effort, the perceived exertion will come down. If you stop now, it won't get easier. Well, it will. It'll get easier instantly. I'm gonna keep you up to date on my heart rate. 162 beats per minute. I'm hopefully going to see that gradually come down over this period. The fitter you are, the quicker that'll come down. Yeah, I'm down to 153 now, so drop 10 beats. Yeah, some of you wondering how this is going to benefit you. The closer you get to a race or a goal event, the more specific your training and preparation should be. This is about as specific as it gets without you actually doing a race. If you did a race on this course, you'd often go a lot deeper than you would in a training session. The whole point of a training session is that you're able to do it day after day after day after day. Hence why it's easier than a race. Don't forget, those who are watching, if you want to adjust the intensity of the workout, you can. On the left hand side, you could drop it down a couple of percent if you're finding it too difficult, which is no problem at all. If that's what allows you to get through the session, I'd much rather you do that than hit your head against the wall, like that. This is a really good period, by the way, to get out the saddle, and the race at this point, at this part of the interval, would be on the top, on the flat roads at the minute, so you'll be able to surf in the group, you'll be able to, you know, stay in a relatively decent position at this intensity, you know, 75, 80% of FTP, whilst hopefully you'll be able to get some fluids in, a gel, whatever your preferred glucose source. I'm actually out the saddle right now, just stretching my legs. Definitely, David. Yeah, it doesn't make it any easier technically, but by doing it as a group, it definitely feels like it. I mean, we're not actually, like, you have to remember that this is a training session. So it's taking you to the brink and not quite over it. Obviously it depends on your fitness level. It's very hard to cater for so many people with one session, as you can imagine. But yeah, I mean, It's great because at the end we'll all start to sprint at the same time. Yeah, we'll turn off erg for the sprint, I think, won't we? When I practice, I actually tried this interval session, guys, early last week. And the last 3 intervals leading up to the sprint, I turned off erg mode because they're declining in intensity anyway. So you can still get your gold star, because that's what we're here for at the end of the day. Our gold star. So yeah, we'll turn off erg mode at the end. And we can have a little sprint off. Cheers, Bryn. Doing a good job there, buddy. Big thanks to Bryn for helping put this together as well. Hopefully you will get something from these. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, even if it just passes, helps you pass 8 weeks and you're not racing. I hope it, I'm sure it'll help you in some way. First bead of sweat is falling from my nose right now. I love the fact that people are listening to the live stream and commenting in the Zwift game chat. It's very easy for me then to engage with actually 2 conversations at the same time, so sorry Steve, yeah. Only now the bead of sweat is falling. Some say proof that he's human. Alright, we're coming up to our little rest block. Those of you that only want to do a lap, you can actually go ahead and stop now. But if you want to gear up for the second lap, or rather the second bunch of intervals that actually prepare you for the second lap in the race, then we're going to have that little cool down now. Oh. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what will happen to everybody's heart rates in the second block, just because, you know, we've done, well, in theory we haven't done a warm-up. Some people have prior, but I'm the first one to say I'm the first one to say that I'm absolutely terrible at warming up before a Zwift race. No worries, no worries. At least you'll be able to watch the live stream back and you'll be able to do the workout then alongside. And just for reference, by the way, if you want to convert the power numbers I'm doing, because obviously you can't see what percentage of FTP I'm working at, so for information's sake, if you want to work it out yourself, my FTP is set to 309, so use that to calculate your power numbers. Oh, you're racing it tomorrow? Nice. I'm riding it tomorrow. I appreciate your feedback already. Some of you are saying that it's how much watt per kilo? How many watts per kilo is 309? It's 5.1 watt per kilo FTP. What warm up would I recommend for a race? Generally, they say the longer the race, the shorter the warm up, and vice versa. I really like one that a couple of people actually recommended to me, and I've tweaked it a little bit, but it certainly goes along the lines of about half an hour in total, and you usually tend to have like a really short, like 4 or 5 minute ramp in there up to like 90% of FTP, and then you have a little bit of a recovery period, and then you do some really short kind of step-in blocks. So you'll do like 30 seconds at 100% of FTP, 30 seconds rest, 30 seconds at 110% of FTP. You see where I'm going? So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And what it does is it just gradually raises your heart rate without too much time at that power. So, yeah, I mean, give it a go. You know, give it a go. I mean, everybody's warm-ups are different. I think it's more so finding like what you actually enjoy doing, because a warm-up isn't usually the most enjoyable thing, hence why I don't really do it very often unless I absolutely have to. Cheers, Sean. Before the Scarlets game. Hey, Z Cycling, or Z Cycling, how you doing? Thanks for the ride-ons. I see it's raining ride-ons behind me. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it, Rosie? That's actually one of my problems, actually, just setting aside the time to get on before and just get on and do it. But that's why I said play around with it, because you might be able to do a shorter one. Anyway, here we go again. Oh my word. So this is it now, no rest for the wicked. We go again. So this will be a similar thing. So you just imagine in your head now that we've just gone through the start-finish area. We're now approaching the descent again. So like I said, we're not actually, it's not replicating it great because the workout mode is slowing us down, but it's doing a good job. Why do I feel like I'm not going to be able to talk through this next bit? 88% of FTP so far for one guy. He's working hard, but not too hard, which is the purpose of it. During the race, you really have to learn to use these periods, unfortunately, as your rest periods. Like, you won't get a lot of grey in your graph to rest. So be wary of that in the race, that you'll have to be forced to recover at like an uncomfortable place, like, you know, zone 3 or above. But remember, of course, the race is going to be less than an hour, I hope. Depends on how fast the group's going, obviously. Quick drink. Wheel Woman Podcast, shoot me an email. Lord, can you put my email address in the chat, please? Thank you. It's basically edlaverack@yahoo.com, but don't spam me with emails. Okay, 2 minutes long. Oh boy. That's the one, Lord. Halfway through almost. Keep digging in. Short rest after this, we got it. Keep those pedals sticking over. Get those breaths in. You're gonna need them. Saturate that body with oxygen, because it's about to bite. Let's suck it up. There's the banner, it's right in front of us. Keep pedaling, get it through the banner. You still got it. It's going to ease off. Here we go. Strong, solid, smooth. Strong, solid, smooth. breaths, breaths. Heart rate might be stabilizing, but hopefully it'll start to drop ever so slightly now. I topped out at 169 beats per minute there, and it's now down to 160, so it's doing its job. Okay, remember the next block is a little bit tickly, it tickles you, it wants you, it's got you right on the edge, the surges as well, so I step it up. Right now, in the actual race, this sort of effort would start at the bottom of Libby Hill as you take the sharp right turn at the bottom. You're now coming back towards Richmond, so I haven't lowered my FTP. I'm still grinning through it at the minute. Doesn't matter if you've lowered yours, if you're going to get through this workout to complete it. At the end of the day, if the race was full on and you have to really dig deep and stay in that front group for the first 15-20 minutes or first lap, the same thing would happen. Intensity would technically drop. However, with this workout, intensity is not dropping unless you select for it to drop. Actually, right on, Jeff. Is that a joke, Ralph? Ralph's asking for it to be harder. I mean, we can make it harder, but then you'll have to be wary about what you're gonna feel like on Tuesday. Kieran's suggestion, I suggest you ride between 90 and 100 if you've got erg mode on. Or whatever your legs can manage. One more surge, and then we're into a hard block. Technically, if the race kicks off in this next block, technically you're going to be able to, you're doing this to maintain your position in the group. You don't want to get dropped so close to the finish. Not when there's an easy tempo section coming up. So get ready. Stay with it, stay with it. We got it, we got it. We're on top of it. Come on, you can do yellow all day. Yellow threshold. You can do threshold all day. Here we go. This is it. This is the effort you use to stay in the front split. It's a match you're going to burn, but it's useful. Jam it, jam it. There's the gate. Boom. Keep pedaling. Keep pedaling. You got it, you got it. Let your body do its thing. You just get it through this first section. Your body will recover. I've got a slight stitch coming, but I know that it's going to pass as the heart rate will very slowly coming down. Those of you that are wondering, I'm in erg mode, and I'm also in my small ring, which is a 36 tooth chain ring. Quite small for a lot of elite riders usually, but it's definitely needed around here in this part of Wales. And I'm in the middle of the cassette at the back, so good chain alignment. It's going well. Yeah, if your heart rate's not going very high, Michael, it could be fatigue, but it could also be the fact that you're doing a workout later in the day. I've never ridden up Hardside Hall, Derek. Not that I can remember. Good job. Good job, guys and girls. Phenomenal. Get ready for next Saturday. Yeah, that's it, Eric, that's it. We're all set. All set for Tuesday. Nice one, Philip. Good job. We got this. We got this, Alison. 15 minutes is nothing. Oh boy. It actually felt really good to do this in 100% of my FTP. For those of you that know what I've been through the last couple of weeks, it makes me feel very good. And I want to thank you all as well for actually signing up and doing this event, because in some small way you're playing a part in any result I manage to scrape in this league that's coming up. Hopefully I can get a result. It'll be hard to ask, but whatever happens, you're playing a part in it. It'll also be really cool to see how you all progress over the 8 weeks. So this is it now, this is like the lull. This is like the calm before the storm. So I'm gonna shut the YouTube chat down so I don't have to see it, so I can actually turn erg mode off. And then when we start this next interval, I'm gonna hit erg mode off. Here we go, gang. Here we go. Get ready for your sprint. Prime yourself. Heart rate's not coming down, but it doesn't matter. We're only a minute away, or less than that, from the finish, and the sprint's about to open up. Now in the real race, you might be needed to push on a bit now just to maintain position. But for the purpose of the workout, we're going to slowly back off so we can get a better sprint in. My heart rate's still 153, so it's certainly not come down. Get ready for the sprint. Self-selected gear. Choose whatever you want. But we're getting ready to punch it. Here we go. 15 seconds. Let's go. Ooh. And we're in. Whoa. Good work. Ah. Oh. That's the idea. That's the idea. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Idea is, sorry, YouTube chat. I'm back in. I'm back in. I can see you typing now. Idea is, oh, a new PR, 925 watts. Awesome job. Well done. So yeah, the idea is that these sessions are not to break you. They're to be doable, so that you can keep coming back, you can keep doing the workouts. Consistency is key. Exactly. What's the best 15-second power? Cheers, everyone. That was a cracker. That was a cracker. Oh. Oh, thank you, Graham. Cheers, John Hunt. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. 87 TSS. That's adequate, that is, Mr. Hamlet. Very adequate. Hopefully it's not taking too much out of you. Oh. Oh. That was magic. That was magic. Thank you, Michael. Apologies if I missed any of your messages on the side, because some messages are overlapping, so I apologize if I can't read them all. You can find me anyway on social media if you want to ask me a question, or like I said, I'll put the information about the workout in the description of the YouTube video, the live stream, which will upload about half an hour after I end the live stream. So you should be able to find the information there. Give me a little bit of time to do it. One man band. Oh. I don't want it to end. Say cheese. Oh, it's nice actually, my heart rate's nice. Heart rate's dropping nicely. Heart rate's dropping nicely. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button if you liked it. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we're done. 76 TSS. Oh. Cheers, mods. Cheers, everyone. Nice. What was everybody else's TSS? Managed to hit a rather substantial 805 peak wattage there at the end. So yes, Bryn, what a great kit. No, fabulous. Well done, everyone. If you're still watching the live stream, thank you so much. Like I said, I'll leave some information about the workout down below somehow, whether I just list the actual intervals or put a link in there. So I'll figure it out. Just give me a bit of time because I'm a one-man band. So how long till you recovered from COVID? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. But yeah, let's just take a quick look. For those of you who are new, it's what I usually do. I usually just take a quick look at the graph and give you a bit of an insight into it. So we I mean, it's pretty colorful. It's lovely. I'm going to take another screen. I've taken too many screenshots actually. So it was actually a lot more manageable than I thought. Heart rate rose steadily through the over-unders. and then peaked when we did that little hard effort, which simulated that long straight climb that you'll have in the race. I mean, obviously in the race, I think, you know, it's going to be a lot harder, but this is at least giving you some structure to you know, at least break it down a little bit. So, yeah, lap 1, lap 2, pretty good. And then the sprint at the end was really nice. It was actually really nice to take it off erg mode. So we'll just have a quick look at the data. 805 and 757 watts for 10 seconds. So, I mean, that was adequate as well. So, lovely. I enjoyed that. Time for pizza. We do actually have pizza this evening. I'm setting a bad example to all 200 of you who are still watching. I apologise. But you know what? Tough. I'm having a pizza. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you can join next week. And I hope you have a good race on Tuesday. If you haven't got anything to do on Tuesday night, you can also join the live stream. It's usually quite a good place to hang out and in the chat. It's not too dissimilar to having a natter with your old buddies, to be fair. So I appreciate you giving that workout a go. And if you want to give it a go, like I said, I'll figure it out. I'll put something in the description of the video so you can find it and do it yourself or whatever. What's this little cloud thing up here in the top left? What was that? What's happened? I've clicked it and it's gone orange. Anyone know what that is? Anyone know what it is? What's my 1 hour average? My best ever? My best ever is nowhere near... Anyway. Ah, is that right? So it uploads it to the cloud. So everybody can do it. Where do they find it then? Where does it upload it to? That's interesting. I've never done this before, so, or rather, I've never seen that. It's just veggies, Phil. I had some fake bacon one the other day. Not a massive fan of fake bacon. I've got to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Mick. So does that mean it uploads to what's on Zwift, or one of you must know? There's 157 of you in here. I might as well click it anyway. I've clicked it. It's orange. So we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens with it. Apologies, everyone. We have a little bit of a scrappy end to our live streams usually. Usually not very smooth. So what are we saying? Where does it exactly go for you to download it, so I can direct people where that is? Where does it upload it to? There's like 150. You can upload it there. Ah, right. Got it, Robin. Got it. Brilliant. Okay. Well, I've clicked it anyway, so. Anyway, nice one. I'm going to sign off now. So thank you for your company. Righto. Roger that. Nice one, everyone. Thanks for your company. I'm going to end the stream now, so take care. and see you in